as is our corporate calendar. So let's move on to the next management. L&T Technology Services has well delivered his Q3 numbers. Keshab Panda, the MD and CEO of the company, now joins us on the show. Mr. Panda, thanks so much for joining us on ET. Now, it's been a strong set of growth numbers for Q3. You're also, I think, on track for your FY18 guidance. To start with, what segments are going to lead your overall aim of achieving high teen growth? If you could run our viewers through that.
If you see transportation, auto electronics continue to grow. We did well few quarters, and a lot of order booking we have that's going to give us subsequent quarters as well. Aerospace side, we focus on two areas which always talked about: air traffic management and in-flight entertainment. If you see last week, we announced we own a $50 million deal to be delivered in 3 to 4 years. So I think this sector, transportation sector is going to grow. There was one issue used to happen earlier about off-highway. Off-highway, which was not doing well earlier, as now is doing, it's come back again. So off-highway transportation, auto electronics, off-highway is continue to grow. Aerospace, in-flight entertainment, and ATM is going to grow in a big way. So I think transportation as a segment will do well, continue to do well. The other segment, when you look at it, I think when you see telecom, we got few orders on hand and few more on the pipeline. When you say telecom, not actually telecom, semiconductor mostly. Semiconductor, telecom, consumer electronics all put together, what we call, I think that's a segment we define as a telecom and high tech. That segment will grow. The industrial product where a lot of innovation happens, number of patents, you have 300 patents right now. The 300 patents, when you look at it, industrial contributed a big way to that. And today's world, when you say we do this something called stackable inverter, we did lot of technology from industrial we take to automotive, which is electric car now. So there's nothing called one technology, other technology, one segment or other. It's all depends on the smartness in taking, borrowing technology from one segment to other segment. That makes a big difference and will continue to make a big difference.
Mr. Panda, what kind of growth are you seeing in the Americas versus the other regions, and what kind of momentum will we see in your digital engineering services?
Listen, America is continue to lead. I think America is the biggest market, and we have 60 to 63% revenue comes from there. And America will continue to grow. If you say today growth, the percentage of American growth is always will be number one. We have grown in Europe. We have grown also in rest of the world. Japan, Korea has done, and India has done well for us as well. So altogether, if you see the all geography, all three geography will continue to grow, but America will continue to lead.
You won a $50 million deal. Can you tell us about this TCV deal signings and what is in the deal pipeline now for L&T Tech?
In engineering, when you look at it, I think we are very, we did reasonably well. One deal we announced, few more deals are on pipeline. And we also talked about some of the telecom high-tech deal we did before. When you get a large deals, usually what happens in the beginning is the knowledge transfer. It remains for 3 years to 5 years, right? When you get a $50 million deal to be delivered in 4 years, first year is knowledge transfer few quarters, and subsequently when you stabilize, your revenue number, picks up very fast. So not only one deal, last few, a few days or this quarter 3, there are many more deals you own. I think those deals are going to be, we are going to deliver coming quarters. So that gives us confidence that, not 18% this year, we'll do reasonably well next year and next coming quarters as well. So I think things look really positive in terms of the numbers moving forward.
Okay, fair enough. Double-digit growth for next year as well then. Can you give an indicative range and margin improvement levers that you're working on?
I can tell you that 2020 is too far from me. In technology segment, when you look at it, today's technology old tomorrow. I think I look at next 4 quarters, 6 quarters, how does it look like, right? That's what we are talking about. So I think I can tell you, this is on the growth point of view, the double-digit growth I did say 3 quarters ago, and I'm saying now, giving a number of 18% now. So if you look at moving forward next year, I would say double-digit growth will continue to maintain. I can tell you that for the next 4 to 6 quarters, that's what we'll continue to do. Now on the margin front, we have multiple levers available, right? And making sure, one thing remember though, when you get a large deals, there's a knowledge transfer. People have to go to on-site customer location and transfer the knowledge. Your on-site offshore ratio get disturbed. So I think once you stabilize that, then margin goes up. So every time we look at it, when you get a $50 million deal, and there are 20 engineers maybe have to go to on-site for knowledge transfer. When they do the knowledge transfer, that's the investment you do, which is a long term, because 3 years you are going to deliver. That is where it makes a lot of difference. I think what we see today is that knowledge transfer revenue, I think that could have some impact on the margin. But I think we have multiple levers available. Do you have the right pyramid? Do you have the right, and the getting rate increase? The investment, what we did in artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, we continue to be leading that segment. If you see any of the analysts report about L&T Technology Services, they always talk about we lead this. So I think our investment in lab, investment in technology, what we did, and we believe that is going to help us in getting a rate increase, which we did. We did this quarter, we'll continue to do next quarter. This is a value game, there's nothing called, a volume game. I think we'll have to do it. At the same time, this is a value game, which we believe we are a serious player. We'll continue to do that.
Tell us, what is the current cash on your books and what is your plan for your cash utilization?
We have close to 350 crores in the book right now. Okay. So question today is, are we going to return this to shareholders, or we use it in a better way, create more value for shareholders, right? We have announced earlier that what percentage of that we are going to give the dividend, and the rest we are going to use on, acquiring companies. As you know, last year we did one, and we'll continue. We are hunting for it. At any particular time today, if you see, I have a team of 5 people working full time, looking at acquiring a company, because cash is a non-issue. But acquiring a company, you should get the right company, right? Because we are not acquiring company to get top line. We are acquiring companies to get value. What technology I'm going to get, it takes long time for me to build, which I can acquire a company, integrate well, so I can create value for my customers. So I think M&A point of view, we are very serious about it, and I did share with the board today. I said, I think there are a few opportunities you are working on, and I'm sure who knows, how quickly we can close. But we have to make sure that more than anything else, we can integrate well, we can create value, we get the right technology which is going to add, 1 + 1 becomes 3. That we are very serious about it, and I'm sure we'll do that.
All right. Thanks so much then for joining us and giving us a snapshot on what exactly went by in Q3. We'll take a very short break right here on the show. Don't go anywhere. Wealth creation ideas and, of course, PNB Housing Finance will be with us to discuss their Q3 numbers.